I used to be a Democrat. I actually used to be part of the left.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I'll tell you why right now. I was raised in New York City. New York City is 90% Democrat.
That's your answer.
So unless you actually go out and look and expand your social circle, your default setting is going to be Democrat liberal. And so I went to pride parades. I dressed up in all rainbows. I was an ally, and I supported the pride movement. You know, I really thought that this was an important thing to do. And then 2020 rolled around, and we had a lot of things happen that year, such as the Black Lives Matter riots, which destroyed a lot of our cities. And then we also had the COVID medical mandates. And that really upset me because I always take my health pretty seriously. As you guys can probably tell, I exercise, I work out. And the government tried to tell me what to put in my body. All these different things, the BLM riots, the COVID medical mandates, those things really upset me big time in 2020. And then the third thing I'd say that really woke me up was there was a hoax that Donald Trump called Nazis very fine people. I'm sure we all know the very fine people hoax. That's the same stuff they're doing to Charlie Kirk right now. The most famous and the most egregious example is his quote about empathy. They're talking about how he has no empathy. The truth is he just said he prefers the word sympathy. But they leave off that word because that would humanize him, you know? So with the Donald Trump situation, the very fine people hoax, I watched the full speech and I realized that he actually did condemn neo-Nazis maybe about 20 seconds later. But they just took that clip off and you know, they still use that to this day. You meet so many Democrats to this day that still believe the very fine people hoax. It's crazy. So when I looked at those three things, I started to think about, you know, my political leanings, and I realized I can't associate with this party anymore. And I started to ask questions on my Facebook. And at the time I had a mostly Democrat audience. And bit by bit, I started getting hate mail, started getting unfriended, started getting hate speech. And then January 6th, I decided to go to the Capitol to support Donald Trump. So I was there. I didn't go in the Capitol. I went to the event. And I had former friends of mine, ex-clients of mine that I used to take out to dinner, send my name to the FBI. And they reported me as a Proud Boy, which, by the way, not a Proud Boy, never was a Proud Boy, just a guy that thought the election was stolen back in 2020 and wanted to vlog for my president. That's all I was there for, was just to make content. So it was all a very shocking year for me, 2020. And that just seems pale in comparison to where we are today. If you look at where we are today, we're transing our kids. Well, we're not, obviously, but they are. They're transing kids, they're sterilizing kids. They are celebrating the assassination. As you guys said, a husband, a father, a man who was a Christian teaching the biblical learnings for our country. They killed him in cold blood and they went out and celebrated it. So the key thing that I want to take away today is